The Food and Drug Administration has thrown a wrench into the term fully vaccinated, issuing a blanket recommendation for every adult in America to get the booster shot. This comes just 2 months after the FDA's external advisory panel voted down boosters for all adults by a 6-2 vote rather, due to the concerns of insufficient data on younger people. So what's the bottom line? I have all that coming up in the Buck Brief. I've been saying this for months because it's been pretty obvious, right? If you've seen the way the Fauciite incrementalism has unfolded, you know that it always starts with it's the science, it's the data, and then it's, hey, we recommend you do this, and then it's we really recommend, and then it quickly turns into do this or else. That's the way it was with masks, that's the way it was with vaccines, and it's about to be the way it is with boosters too. Fully vaccinated is a term we've all come to know. Breakthrough infection, another term we've come to know that maybe isn't quite as applicable anymore. But let's focus on fully vaccinated for a second. That's the way people refer to somebody who has had one shot of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine or both shots of either Pfizer or Moderna or one of these other 2-shot regimens. Well, turns out that in the era of rapidly waning vaccine protection from infection, if you're going to be considered fully vaccinated, you got to actually get boosted as well. Here is Scott Gottlieb.
You've already seen governors in Connecticut and New Mexico say 3 doses is fully vaccinated. Should the CDC say you need a booster to be considered fully vaccinated?
I think at some point they're going to, but not this year. I think eventually this will be considered a 3-dose vaccine.
A 3-dose vaccine? Why not a 4-dose vaccine? Or 5 or 6? Do they know that the additional booster is going to have such better long-term efficacy than the shots we've already gotten for those who have gotten the shot? What are they basing that on? If they have that data, can't they share it with us? Can't they show us why they seem to have this belief that, don't worry, we told you were done the first time around when you got the shot, and now we're saying you need a booster, but we're promising you only have to get the booster this one time. Or are they even saying that? Are they willing to say that at this point? Are we heading toward what some of us, I certainly have been one of them, have been saying is inevitable here, which is mandatory boosters for COVID forever? Every year, you're going to have to get another COVID shot. Every year, there's going to be another time when you're told you have to. For the purposes of protecting your community, you have to get the shot. Here's Dr. Anthony Fauci saying, hopefully the yearly COVID inoculation is going to increase vaccine durability.
We follow the data, and it's so easy to predict, Martha, about how often you would need it. We would hope, and this is something that we're looking at very carefully, that 3rd shot with the mRNA not only boosts you way up, but increases the durability so that you will not necessarily need it every 6 months or a year. We're hoping it pushes it out more. If it doesn't, and the data show we do need it more often, then we'll do it.
So if the booster doesn't give this much longer protection, based on what, by the way? Where's their reason to believe that that would actually happen? If the first shot wears off after 3 to 6 months, why wouldn't the next regimen of the booster wear off after that? Do they have any explanation for it? No. Hoping. That's what Fauci's doing. Hoping, he says. But really, isn't this just about not telling the American people what's actually going on and what we're heading toward? Isn't this really just a function of they can't let you know exactly what you're facing until they've gotten you to do more of it, and then it's harder for you to back off of it? Isn't that the situation?